What is going on YouTube? Heading back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Specifically, what we're looking at, as you guys remember, yesterday we actually made a video here. I'm pulling it up really quick. You can see XRP Ripple, terrifying flash crash to the downside here. You need to see it, and is it over? And that's pretty much where we're going to be continuing, because if you guys remember in yesterday's video that I'm pulling up here, we basically talked about the major reversal that happened within XRP and every cryptocurrency for that matter. And as you guys can start to see here, we were basically talking about how this big dump to the downside here that lost like 50% in overall price here. We went from 92 cents all the way down to 57 cents, a 37% drop. We literally reversed all the way back up and only went to about an 8% drop. Funny thing is, for the longest time here on the channel, we've been talking about how this needs to play out. We needed to continue the falling wedge pattern on XRP all the way down to point C. As you can see, to my surprise and everyone's surprise, we actually did that. We hit finally point C here. Crazy thing is we didn't expect to see a major dump to the downside here, but I'm very happy that we actually closed last night above our point C support. This is definitely good news. This shows, to me at least, that there is definitely a bullish sentiment behind here. I mean, we could have stayed all the way down here at 57 cents if everybody was scared, shitless and didn't want to invest into crypto, but the immediate reversal right back up and closing above point C is huge. This is, I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. We've literally called point C right here to the T at 83 to 84 cents, and we literally closed at 84 cents on the dot, right above our uptrend here at point C perfectly. So definitely exciting. There's definitely some good things to talk about in today's video. The other cryptocurrencies I'm a little curious about as to how they might play out. A lot of you guys were commenting down below yesterday, or at least in yesterday's video, is the market over? Are we officially in a bear market? I definitely know that's scary to some people, and we're going to take a look at that, as it's only Bitcoin that's really in some sort of unsettling position here. We didn't close above directly where I wanted us to do so, but we still don't look that bad, and I want to continue today's video kind of discussing this. Otherwise, guys, today's video is brought to us by TGDAO. Hopefully you remember TGDAO. We've talked about them a couple of weeks ago here, but they're basically a launch pad for crypto projects and regular startups. As you can see here, they created and get the money, the revenue to generate and push out these products here, but they're actually launching their own cryptocurrency, and you can see you can join their IDO waitlist right here, which is a way to enter to get their public sale allocation. Very cool. Highly recommend checking them out if you want to learn a little bit more. We will be talking about them more at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I will be linking them down below if you want to check them out earlier. But with that being said, make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, and let's dive into today's episode. So guys, I mean, markets recovered really well from yesterday. I'd like to say really well. I know we're only up 2.68%, but these markets recovered substantially from the drop here. I mean, I know you can kind of tell from Bitcoin and some of these cryptos, it doesn't look like we did, but a lot of these cryptos really did have a very nice recovery here. Moving over to some of these cryptos now, you guys can see for the most part, we did have a really big recovery on these cryptos. I want to show you guys what things look like on the weekly here. So check this out. I mean, for the most part, this is what we're looking at here. And this is why I'm actually okay and comfortable with where XRP currently relies or is lying right now. And I feel like we didn't really go over this, and many people really might not be looking at things on the weekly standpoint here, but we look okay. I'm actually very excited to see that we closed at this level here, because this price level where we're closing offers huge potential to see another swing to the upside. So as you guys can see, for the longest time here, I mean, we've been tracking it, probably we figured it out back in July here, but from the beginning, in the end of December of 2020 and in the start of this year in January, we've pretty much developed, or what is developing, a big symmetrical triangle. And I'm going to extend this out a little more, and I'm going to pull this down a little more, but it is clear as day. It is perfect. It can't get any better than this, to be honest with you. But since the start, XRP has been forming what appears to be the biggest lower high formation and higher low formation that I've seen in a very long time here. Very different than what happened back in the past here, which was just a straight descending triangle downtrend here. You can see currently there's a very nice symmetrical triangle forming here. And for those that want to know more so what a symmetrical triangle might look like, check this out here. So this is what a symmetrical triangle would appear to look like on most cryptocurrencies. This is a symmetrical triangle. We have multiple points at the top, multiple points at the bottom, and we break bullish. This is another pattern here. You can see symmetrical triangle forms. We have a peak, then we have the breakout to the upside here. Higher lows and lower highs form. So moving on to XRP, I'm very excited to see the way this coin is forming here. We look very nice, and it shows us that bulls are really here to stay, and they're not letting the price drop. So look at what's been happening here. We had the first run to the upside here. We had our first peak, second, and then we just confirmed a third. Whether or not this is 3 is up for debate. I'm not going to consider that, but we have 1, and then we have 2 here. All right, we could say these are 3. It's very possible that these could all be the 3 points, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, which would really be signifying the potential break to come almost immediately within these cryptos. So it really depends on how we break this pattern here, but this is, for the most part, textbook bullish for most cryptocurrencies. And this is why I'm not worried with XRP. And I feel like not many people see this here. And honestly, to give a price prediction as to where we could see these cryptos go to, I know this is going to be crazy here, but I'll draw it for you guys. The mouth of the opening, if we break bullish from here at this level here, we could easily see prices move all the way back up to $2.20, $2.30 here. Vice versa, we break bearish, we could easily see prices fall all the way back down. I mean, we could easily move all the way. We probably wouldn't go all the way this low. We'd probably come back down to at least 17 cents. That seems to be where the coin floats the most. This is rock bottom support at 20 to 17 cents here. That's where this could fall to if we decide to break bearish here. But we look really good right now. Not only do we have the moving averages on the weekly charts, keep in mind, this is why I feel like XRP is that undervalued. We have the weekly moving averages here acting as a support. We have retested this moving average. It's been a resistance for quite some time. You can see it's acted as a problem zone here, resistance, resistance here, and then resistance here. Finally, we broke above it, God bless. And now you can see we have been using it as a means of very strong support as an uptrend. So just to show you guys what it is that I'm referring to here, you can see by drawing this, we have tons of support here. Then we have even more support here. And once again, we're currently retesting this right now. And you can also see we have this uptrend here where we're creating higher lows, which is also a really good sign. So I'd be very shocked. I mean, extremely shocked if we see XRP's price break us below our moving averages here. Yeah, it's very possible in the next couple of days, maybe we see prices kind of trickle below here, but I'd be very shocked to see us actually like fall much lower. I think we've hit the bottom, to be honest with you. I feel like this uptrend is holding up very well. I feel like the downtrend's holding up very well. We have about 9 hours before we close this weekly candle, and we pretty much hit point C. I mean, to the dot. I mean, we can go back quite some time in our videos. We can literally go back. Honestly, I probably haven't showed it, but I'll see if it's on my YouTube channel here. Let's say we go back a few weeks from now. We'll go a month ago, and we look for XRP. Hopefully, I can find us. All right, so as you guys can see, I pulled up a video from literally October 12th, and we've been mapping this out to basically find us where bottom is on crypto here. And you can see for XRP, this was a month ago. I picked a random video on my channel. We've been talking about how this coin needs to go from B to C. We saw some weird reversal up here with this double bottom almost immediately, then started to pump back upwards. But regardless, we have point C drawn out right here. And as you guys can see, finally, XRP has come back down to retest point C. So it's exciting to see that that happened. It's exciting to see that we pulled back down to point C here, acting as the next bottom here. So ultimately, I would believe here, after seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks of correction, a month of reversals to the downside here, that prices start to reverse back up to retest $1.16 here. So I do believe this is going to signify the reversal. I do believe if we close this week above this resistance here, we should start to see us swing back to point D very soon, and that could literally lead to the breakout. It could very well lead to the breakout, or we're going to see a D to E and then lead to a breakout. But I'm very bullish on the start of next year, and I also believe that into this month, December, we should have a fairly positive outlook on these cryptocurrencies, especially XRP specifically, with the way these charts are forming here. You can also see we're pretty much teeter-tottering on the support here, which I'm not too worried about. We're also extremely oversold. We're trading at 25 on the relative strength indicator, which is extremely, which is extremely bullish in the sense that we've hit bottom and it's time to start to see reversals happening. Especially after this major drop, we've seen a huge reversal to the downside here from $1.27. We've fallen 37% currently, it's time that we start to see a reversal to the upside. So I know a lot of people are really bearish on this coin. I'm still very bullish. It's just my opinion. I'd be very shocked if we just start to dump much lower. It's possible, but I'd be very shocked if we dump much lower. I do have a target for probably January 1st, around the beginning of January, that we see prices much closer to $1.16. And that I'm saying that now in next month. So I do believe this is going to start to pump upwards. You can also see we are using this as a support, and there's a good chance it's going to hold and reverse this to the upside. So I'm going to be buying back into XRP once we get more of a confirmation here. I know that's what you guys are waiting for, but hopefully that explains what we're dealing with on XRP. We look good, and that's the main thing that I just want to get addressed here in today's video, is that we look good. The weekly looks good. The daily looks good. We're oversold. We have this major reversal. We closed literally at point C. Had we have closed down here at 64 cents, we might have a problem. We might have a problem. But within the whole day of reversal, we shot all the way back up and closed so much higher, which is just a great sign on this crypto. Ethereum too looks extremely well. For a coin that shot all the way down below support levels, we actually reversed all the way back up. We closed we literally closed where we opened, which is huge. It's very exciting. We opened the charts at $4,200, and we closed the charts at 4,125. That is a minuscule drop, which is incredible. So even though we had this flash crash, it didn't change much at all, which is hopefully you guys can see that here. So not only did we close above supports, we closed above our moving averages, and we closed above our red uptrend. You can see clear as day here that we still have lower high forming, which becomes a higher low, breaks bullish. Another higher low, breaks bullish. Another higher low. We're looking for the next break to the upside here. That's a bullish scenario, but these falling wedges tend to break bullish off this uptrend here. And you can see, even though we had this major dump, we reversed all the way out of it, which shows signs of huge recovery and bullish momentum. And we should be able to either A, retest supports here and then break bullish, or start to consolidate here, retest the top of this downtrend here, and then see a swing to the upside here. But I'm bullish on both of these cryptocurrencies. A lot of people are switching bearish. I'm not seeing it right now, except for Bitcoin. This is the only one that's kind of unsettling here. And I want to tweak the charts here, but it just doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Bitcoin is the only one that doesn't look the best, even on here. I mean, so hopefully you guys can see this. I have drawn from the start an uptrend here on the weekly. You can see this purple uptrend, the red uptrend pretty much has been taken over since this was October of 2020. You can see we've used it in the past to kind of lift ourselves up. We came back down, retested it, lifted ourselves back up, and just this week we came back down and retested it, and we're consolidating back up. So I do believe even if we did come back down and retest this, I do believe it a bullish run. It would be unfortunate to see a swing all the way down to 40K, but with the price of Bitcoin currently, you can see on the daily here, we are at the bottom, which is good, but currently breaking and closing below our supports. At least this blue, or this green, price ceiling at the time, or it was a price floor, below it is not necessarily a good sign. We did see a major recovery though. We retested 42,000. We shot all the way up. We closed closer to 49,000, and we are oversold. And there is a downtrend here that hopefully you guys can see. So whether it's not good that Bitcoin is so low, it would have been nice if we consolidated all the way back up and closed in this area right here. So that's unfortunate, but I'm still kind of optimistic with Bitcoin. I'd like to say we're not bearish just yet. I would pretty much confirm a bearish break on Bitcoin if we see Bitcoin close us below 40K. I mean, yes, 50K to 40K is a big drop. I understand that clear as day, but we do have this beautiful uptrend here on the weekly that's been holding this coin up for quite some time now. And if we see prices drop us below this, then I'd say, yeah, we're in a bear market confirmed. But right now, we still have this uptrend here, which is holding up okay. And we just kind of have to see how things play out. You can still see there is still today. So hopefully maybe today we'll be able to close us above this uptrend here. That'd be nice, and it can continue the falling wedge pattern. We could break bullish, but we're still optimistic. So whether we break this to the upside here, which is extremely aggressive, or whether we come back down and hit this and break bullish, which would be much better, it's okay. We were also extremely overbought. We were retesting overbought, when we were over here. So we did need a kind of a healthy recovery. So even if we do bounce off this, or if we close closer to 40K here, things would still be good. This would clearly be what appears to be maybe, okay, Who knows? It could be a head and shoulders. It could be a double bottom in a sense, and then we could see a break. Who knows what could happen? But this is a solid support level at 40K here, and this is also a solid support. So hopefully we can reverse off this. That would be ideal, or we're going to come back down and reverse off of this. We'll see. But I'm still bullish on pretty much all the cryptocurrencies moving forward. Otherwise, guys, I do want to talk more about TGDAO with you. I want to give a huge shout out to TGDAO for sponsoring today's episode. So guys, hopefully remember TGDAO from a few weeks ago, but they just opened up their IDO whitelist application form. And although this doesn't guarantee that you will receive tokens for public set allocation, it is a huge opportunity to become a part of their project. So guys, TGDAO 3.0 is a launchpad of the TG ecosystem, and it is the first to provide an opportunity to invest both in crypto startups and conventional startups. Now, the TGDAO 3.0 principle gives launchpad participants and crypto investors the option to no longer need to spend time reading about or even selecting projects for investments. Now, cryptocurrency investors, through the decision-making system, choose trusted experts that are eventually from the Launchpad management team. And investors gain access to startups verified by the TGDAO 3.0 experts, and then using the collective minds of the investor group, they make informed collective or personal investment options. Now, TGDAO 3.0 participants are co-owners of the project and make the decisions concerning all aspects of the project's life. What's also cool is each participant has the right to vote, and this approach ensures that decisions made are more balanced, as only decisions suitable for everyone and not just the main token holders will be made. And what's cool is TGDAO 3.0 not only accepts applications from the startups and checks their ideas and teams, but also aggregates available and modern exterior instruments at their technological platform to incubate, accelerate, start, and even maintain and develop startups. Now, the TGDAO 3.0 project introduces an innovative solution for the launchpad and crypto investment industry, and project participants will be able to seize allocation opportunities that often come up in lotteries and avoid long queues to even receive them. Now, participants receive guaranteed allocations, and participants' reputations will also determine the amount of allocation that they get, and the user reputation grows proportionally to his contribution to the project, and the reputation is structured on a set of parameters that will basically characterize the user's action in relation to the project. So currently, guys, you can buy the tokens on the IDO round and in exchanges, and I've also linked their IDO waitlist down in the description below. And if you wanted to join, the detailed rounds and listing dates conditions will also be published in the official Telegram channels on the project's website, tgdao.io, so you can check it out over there. Otherwise, the token pretty much allows you to receive allocations for investing in TGDAO 3.0 startups if investors have it on their accounts. Also, guys, WGNR is a wrapped version of GNR and a token that allows for the buying and selling of allocations in the TGDAO 3.0 project. And the Launchpad also is currently in beta, but will include incubators, accelerators, direct launchpads, as well as social networks and the two tokens. Now, the market for the sale of allocations will also be on that website as well. And in the future, there will be general funds, decision-making systems, and even a referral program. Now, as a rule, at the beginning of the activities, crypto projects only make a landing page and promise to create a project's functionality and a personal account after they raise funds, but TGDAO is fundamentally different, and at the moment, they already have a large part of the project infrastructure ready and are also ready to show the beta version of the user's personal account. Now, guys, they have info about the current important actions, widgets, wallet balances, transactions, and so on and so forth, which will all be published on that. And they will also post specific dates and start a counter when they receive accurate data from the partners with whom they are going to be conducting the IDO with. So all in all, TGDAO is a real DAO without a hidden team and token holders, and they've already made products, not just an idea, and a community on social media, which you can join in the description. And I've also included their waitlist and website down there as well. Otherwise, huge shout out to TGDAO for sponsoring today's episode. As always, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.